Hi everybody and welcome back to Hex Token channel. Woohoo! We've got some good news around the timeline today from Richard. We're going to get into that later in the video. Stay tuned folks. Let's go hex.com, and here we are, day number 796 I should say, 5th of February 2022. And of course the prices are awesome, 20 cents and so 20.7 cents, and of course we did actually go up to 22 cents, so pretty cool. 5.9% increase. Nice. Now I talked about that in my videos the last couple of days, and that is what's happened. So nice return on investment from all-time low. The 5th of January 2020 is 3,677x excluding staking too, which is phenomenal. Payout per T-share looking good again, 6.036, and the T-share price is now $4,300, so $240 higher than yesterday. And the T-share rate has gone up another 5.8, up to 20,722. I guess we're heading towards 21,000. It's going to be lots of fun. The average stake length is 6.1 years, and the annual percentage yield rate, interest and early in-stake penalties is 38.42%. So if inflation in the United States is 7%, then you're getting a really good offset here with the APY on the HEX payouts. Obviously, that is pretty neat. All right, liquidity, 138.7 million HEX in the pool. That's down quite dramatically from yesterday. And of course, liquidity in the pool, $22 million US. Nice, with 1,527 ETH in the pool. Looking good. The total value locked at 12.63 billion, and the current market cap 119.87 billion, with the T-share market cap 45.59 billion. T-shares are up 1,300 to 10,599,304. And if you got a T-share, you're looking pretty nice. All right, so changing total supply, 638.3 billion, and a minted inflation very low today, 5.5 million. Nice, I like it. And circulating supply, 577.5 billion, down 27 million. That's a good day in the office. Reduced circulating supply is good. Total stake supply, 60.8 billion, and of course that's 32.8 million. Now, if you've got if you're up at the squids, you're probably in the top. I think there's about 4,000 squids. I think. I think that's right. Then, if you're in the top like 800 or so, the current price of HEX, you would be back up in the millionaire club. So it's pretty neat. Stake supply. Let's have a look at stake percentage. 9.53%, and of course. That's up slightly. Payout to stakers is just under 34 million HEX, and the penalty 861,000 today. Look at these penalties every day. You're getting these just about, and man, it does add to that interest return that you're getting. Pretty cool. Total holders 470,867, up 426. Wow, that's a big day in the office. Huge increase there. Nice, and of course, current stakers up 128 to 78,000 folks. Congratulations. Another milestone hit there. And of course, total stakers up 175, up to 99,237, almost at 100,000. And of course, current holders 255, up to 280,376. Man, that's a nice day in the office. So this is before Pulse Chain even launches, folks. And of course, that's going to be massive road to mass adoption. That was day 796. Very cool. Let's have a look at the HEX price. Man, oh man, 20.6 cents at the moment. And of course, once again, we hit a 22.07 cents today on the USD pair for version 3. And as you can see, if we pull that out, that's looking really good. And of course, we broke out of that wedge triangle there. Very cool. Up and heading towards the top of the Bollinger Bands as well. Let's have a look at my predictions based on the DMI. Of course, look, this is what we want to see. The green go up here. What we're seeing is the green go up there. The sellers will go down here, so the green is the buys, seller is the red, and of course you want to see the momentum go up here. So we're still waiting for momentum to come in. We still need that confirmation in there, and we need it to get up over 25 to get a really strong uptrend. But it is heading, the direction's heading the right way. Just needed the momentum to follow. Very exciting. The RSI, of course, is picking up and moving up. Very nice. That's where we want it to head to, and of course we've got plenty of room for a nice rally. So we're definitely watching that. So very cool. That scenario has been playing out so far. Still early days, but looking pretty good. The T-share rate, 4,276 at the moment. And of course, just starting to tip up there. We should probably see a rally in this when we get a rally in the HEX price, which I'm expecting. Mass adoption is going to radically increase when Pulse Chain comes as well. And before that as well, so before Pulse Chain and after Pulse Chain is going to increase. The T-share rate is moving up to 21,000 very fast, and the payout per T-share is looking good over 6. Very, very nice, and penalties every day. Let's look at the 15-year global view. Does everybody states we're going to zoom on the first 6 months? Have a pretty little problem with the site, so hopefully it's showing up. No, it's not. So this site's just X.Vision having a few issues there. Let's jump over to the whale, and of course, so we can see we had some sales the last couple hours, but we also had some big buys as well. So a bit of tussle there. We do know that the 22-24 cents range in our price chart was going to be a bit challenging. So this 22 to 24, we can see that we've got this. It's going to be challenging breaking through that. We have quite a lot of volume in that area, so we'll watch out for that for sure. All right, so yeah, Pulse Chain, of course, super fast, super cheap, biggest yield farming in history, biggest teardrop in history, and of course the fastest way to mass adoption. When that bridge opens up, man, oh man, it's going to be great. Also, the fiat gateway, let's not forget that. I think there's going to be quite a few solutions around there also going to help mass adoption and making it much easier to get funds in and out of the blockchain as opposed to multiple steps that you have to do if you're going to go via the bridge via Ethereum and then via a centralized exchange. So those fiat gateway options are going to be pretty epic. So there we are. We had a little update there on Pulse Chain testnet 7 hours ago. That was probably the only update on the GitLab. And of course, the Pulse Chain itself, 3.7 second blocks. Let's do a refresh on this and see what the transactions are. 116,440,000. Something differently being tested on there. Pretty big. All right, let's jump over to PulseX and we're going to refresh this. Let's do this update. So 963.6 million US dollars on the ETH chain. That's Ethereum chain. We've just ticked over a new day, so 23 hours and 40 minutes to go until 5% rise. And currently today, 10,000 points will cost you $3.92. Remember, we started off at $1. It's now $3.92 for 10,000 points. We're slowly creeping up that curve there, and definitely heading into the middle space here pretty quickly as we cross over $4. Pretty amazing. So nice. I think we're on day 40 now. I think we just finished day 39, day 40, and wow. All right, let's go. And of course, if you want to sacrifice, pulsex.info is the place to go. They've got the link in the video description. Just follow the instructions. If you're a little nervous, just do a little sacrifice and then do your full amount if you're happy. All right, let's jump over to PulseX leads and check out the main numbers. We're going to get update for this. So this includes Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon Matic. Those are the 3 chains. $1,014,786,000 on these 3 chains. Very nice. As I say, I think the total is probably at about 1,040 to 50 million there, probably on top of that. So maybe another 36 million on top of this, possibly. We've got 17.1 trillion PulseX tokens, excluding the Origin account, which we expect to sacrifice later in the piece. And of course, we've still got 7 wallets over 10 million. We've got 128,856 wallets in there. That's slowed down over the last 24 hours. Actually, probably the first time it slowed down on that one, but definitely still pretty good. The hex sacrificed at 555 million.2. Not quite 5555 yet, but pretty stellar. 2 billion and 172 million hex will be off the ETH chain and off the Polygon. Off Pulse chain when it launches as well, held by the sacrifice address. Let's quickly check in the stats and see whether we've got the update yet so far. No, that's not updated, so we'll come to that later on. Don't forget to catch me for the PulseX live show, and we'll cover that. Now, this is a big thing from Richard 6 hours ago. There are only 4 things left to do with Pulse Chain to launch: the AMM bot, the release of sacrifice totals, PulseX incentive token, and the release for public testnet on Vision 3. So that's great confirmation of Vision 3 testing. So very cool on that. That was great news from Richard. And of course, that means things are tracking pretty well. So this is basically how it plays out at the moment. We had Pulse Chain Testnet 1 that lasted for 77 days. That's 77 days. So at the moment, we've got Pulse Chain Testnet 2. This yellow line here. That's run for 56 days so far. And of course, we're waiting for Pulse Chain Testnet 3 here. We don't know when that's going to start or end. We think it might be relatively short compared to the first 2 tests. And that would be the case if we're going to launch in March or April. We seem to be tracking pretty well, though, with all the minimum viable products. And, of course, we're waiting for the AMM bot and, of course, the distributions and, of course, the PulseX incentive token all on Pulse Chain Vision 3. That's pretty exciting. And so we've also got the PulseX running side up in parallel to the Pulse Chain testnet. And so we're waiting for that, too. They're very exciting. Lots of things coming up in March, Expo conference, all that good stuff. Going to be very cool. And of course, the 20th of February, we've got the NASCAR 500 sponsored hedge car, so it's going to be pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and catch me later for the PulseX live show. It has been a lot of fun, and we'll catch you there. Bye for now.